This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Like, is it possible for all of the Guardians of the Galaxy? I know Star Wars, I feel like, was legit. I feel like they were trying to show something. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. History definitely has a lot of covering up going on. There's 5 Kyber crystals. Interesting. I didn't know that. Red isn't one. 5 Kyber crystals. I never did end up talking about gnomes either last time. Yeah, the 13 crystal skulls. I don't know if they have found all 13. The original story on that is interesting. Did you know Lara Croft in Tomb Raider was actually depicted from it was a father-daughter team, the daughter that actually saw out the crystal skulls and found the first one? The Dragon Rock. Huh. Interesting. 7 Kyber crystals. All headstones except for the Ring of Power in Lord of the Rings. Now, how many rings were there in the Lord of the Rings? Okay. What makes the blade to the lightsaber? No, dude, Keanu Reeves, I feel like he's a good guy. Okay, 9, 5. What, you seen one in your phone in real in my phone, like in real life? Yeah, somebody messaged me saying some awesome lore about the gnomes of Alaska. This lady messaged me and she said, "Yeah, just so you know about your gnomes in Alaska." She said, one day I was out hiking with a group of friends, and she said that we stopped to take like a quick second, and I don't know if she had to go to the bathroom or what she was doing, or she wanted to get a better vantage point, but she said that she proceeded to climb up this really steep hill. And these are the types of accounts I get, you guys. Like, that's why I believe a lot of what I do. I see a lot of stuff that I don't say about. You know, I get a lot of messages in my emails and stuff like that of people who have just been wanting to get the story out there off their chest, you know. So, she's like, I proceeded to climb up this really steep hill, and it was pretty rough terrain. It was kind of a pain in the butt. And she goes, but when I finally got to the top, I peer over, I crawl over the hill, and there sits a cabin. But not a normal cabin. She said this one was just 4 feet tall. It was a little cabin. She proceeded to walk up to it and kind of peek in. And it looked as if it had been abandoned. That it was very old. Well, she peeked in and she saw 4 beds. Hadn't been slept in a long time. She said there was moss growing on it and everything. But she said she knows it was the Fae. It was the little people. It was the little people. I'll get you next time, Gadget, next time. What did he have now? Wow. Interesting, Elijah Scott. Who? Who are you talking to, Justin Cameron? Devil said Satan is the entity and evil is what came from the fall, eating the fruit from the tree. Ha! Oh. Yeah, dude, fairy tales have a lot of truth I'm finding out the more older I get and like the more I study this shit. Well, thank you, Vanna. Thank you, Vanna Tay. I appreciate that. Yeah, did you guys enjoy the one about the gentleman who was out caribou hunting? And when he was out caribou hunting when he heard faint music playing. Well, he began to follow the music. About a half mile from his sled, he walked up on a mountain. And he continued down towards the sound until he came up upon this door within the mountain. A translucent, see-through, like door, like almost like a Stargate, or like a little quick wormhole, where he could see inside a bunch of the Fae or gnomes dancing and celebrating. He said he stood there and watched them for a few moments. Apparently they had never known it and acknowledged him. When he decided to turn and walk away and head back to his sled. Well, he gets back to his sled, and his sled is dilapidated, like it's been sitting there forever. And the caribou that he had shot had already decomposed. He's like, what the heck is going on? I was gone 5 minutes. Well, apparently he takes his sled back into town, and he goes to his family or his friends and talks to them, and they look like they've seen a ghost. Turn out he hadn't been home in over a year. Over a year. So, they're definitely dimensional. They definitely have, like, the ability to manipulate space-time. A fairy ring. Oh, some Swiss cake rolls. Or manipulate the dimension. True. Yep. Dude, what blew my mind the most, though, was those little shits' power. How strong they were. Yeah, it is. I'm hungry for some reason right now. Huh. Lord says you need a seeing stone, rock with a hole in it to fae folk, if you don't want to be seen. Huh. Sasquatch came before humans. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Sasquatch is very old. Millions of years old. Much more, they vibe higher than us by a long shot. Sasquatch has watched our entire development. They've been here on Earth watching us the entirety of it. Yeah, when is that? This week? See, I've never seen it. I take that back. Right after I started talking to you guys about gnomes, I told you that dude on Facebook hit me up. Mm-hmm. Yes. They protect the time portals. Dude, do you guys watch shorts very often? The shorts episodes on YouTube? Neo is the Antichrist? I don't know. Did you see the one where the guy caught a Bigfoot on his trail cam? I believe that. Yeah, they're mostly harmless. I love that, Megan. That's so awesome. Your vibe is awesome about it. So, a buddy of mine recently sent me this video, you guys, about cloning. Apparently, this kid had been one of the guinea pigs since he was younger. And he had played a large part in the cloning stuff, the process of it. I mean, dude, he was serious as a heart attack. I think he took lie detectors and everything. Like, he seemed legit. He said it's all ran by the elite and all this stuff, right? So, when did that... Is that out on video yet? It is. I'll check them. Uh-oh. I don't really talk too much about adrenochrome, bro. There's just certain things. Yep. But check this out with the reptilians, right? This dude claimed that during a certain point in a reptilian's life, he will begin to grow what is like, he described it as almost like a Hershey kiss on the top of their head or the front of their head or whatever. And that at a certain point in their life, it'll start to secrete. And then a tiny little parasite, like this big, will pop out of it. And what they do is, they can pick what human they want, and they attach it to his eye, somehow. And at that moment, it gets back into his optic. And the reason they like the eye is because he claimed, they said, it tastes like butterscotch. So they'll attach to the back of the eye, and then at that moment, the reptilian can then control the human. And I saw a video the other day of them pulling one off somebody's eye. I don't know how real it was. Gang. Sorry, this is the last thing I'm eating. Yeah, the vril. The vril worms, that's what they're called. Interesting. I like M9 Men's Rancher. Well, supposedly Mike Pence. Yeah? What did somebody say up here? The vril. No, I didn't know they made an adrenal criminal. Yeah, hell yeah. I know I need some milk now. I'm going to get some. I had always thought that vril was like the evil black goo. I believe that. Thanks. Yeah, that's what this kid was saying. So, they keep a clone of you at this facility where they do all these clones. And as long as they have a small portion of your DNA, they will have you as a clone and they will keep you at the facility. But more or less, they're doing all kinds of nefarious things, is what he kept saying. Like clones of celebrity women and stuff. They'll have them there and they'll, it sounds terrible. They'll do that type of stuff. Like Britney Spears did it. All this stuff. But they say that if they want, they can actually like kill your clone as many times as they want in all kinds of different ways. But there's one way where if they kill your clone in this way, it'll kill you as a human on the outs. It'll cause an aneurysm in the brain. It's electroshock therapy. Basically, they hook you to a, electroshock therapy setup. They have a little thing, and they can draw it out for as long as they want. They just continuously keep you in shock, under shock. They turn it up more, turn it up, boop, your aneurysm, and then you have an aneurysm in real life too. Oh, really? That's crazy. Yeah, that's so nasty. That's so nasty. Where they have the celebrity website where they'll actually like take the celebrity's DNA and then grow meat from them. And you can eat the celebrity meat, like normalizing cannibalism. No, I haven't been yet. So far, I've been pretty good. Yeah, I've heard about that kid, Boo. Yup. Yeah, it's nasty, and it's out there. It exists. Truth is stranger than fiction, baby. Yup. I don't like fast food meat anymore, no. I'm not a fan at all. Yeah, I hope something it comes to a head because that's too much. They basically like trick these celebrities into more or less saying, "Yeah, I want a clone. Yeah, heck yeah, that'd be awesome." They do it and then they regret it because they're actually kind of prisoners after they do it. So it's like, what the hell? Really? Where is all this stuff? That's weird. But yeah, no, did you guys, so it was kind of more for the new subs with the Giants, all that, the 5 types of Giants. I know a lot of you OGs have already seen that, but I kind of redid the thumbnail, reset it up, and more or less republished it because I wanted to see how it could possibly do with the proper thumbnail and a better setup than starting it out with the Book of Enoch. I kind of started it with the 5 types of Giants, which I wanted to see. Yeah, I'm the one that posted that, Dennis. The Dennis Dash. I posted that video on that story. It's been going off on shorts. The one about Britney Spears, how she had a mansion and she felt evil vibes there, and it's probably when she lived there when she like cut her hair and remember when she shaved her head and all this stuff. And yeah, she said she felt evil vibes there, got the house cleansed, and shortly after the priest left, she felt like something tried to push her down the stairs. She immediately vacated the premises and never went back. She left it fully furnished, everything in it. Never stepped foot back there. Well, the next owner happened to be Brittany Murphy. And y'all know Brittany Murphy's story. Apparently she fell into a spiral of drug addiction and basically self-hate and miserable lifestyle after moving into this Amityville horror-esque mansion. And shortly after, she died of... What did they say she died of? Somebody said something in my comments about what they actually say that Brittany Murphy died from. It was like a sickness, maybe pneumonia or something, like a breathing problem of sorts. But yeah, no, she died, and then 5 months later, her significant other died in that same house. So, something to be said. I almost feel bad. Like, how did Brittany not warn Brittany and help her? Like, why wouldn't you at least warn your fellow celebrity if you knew that house was bad? Oh yeah, Brittany Murphy's been dead for quite a while. I don't know. It's hard to say. Tarot evil. No kidding. That's what people are saying, huh? Both of them. Not all tarot readers are connected to Aleister Crowley's cult, because I'm not, and I'm a tarot reader. There you go. Yeah, nobody probably would have believed her. You're right. I think I need to look at that mansion. Right? It'd be cool. Paranormal FFPV. No kidding. Murphy's Law. Tarot's Witchcraft. Stephen King's Thinner. Huh. Bible clearly says tarot is evil, huh? Gotta pass the curse. Henry, no, it's not. I think you're wrong. It'd be pneumonia. Pneumonia, guys. It'd be pneumonia, Tanya. Karen Lynn, we talked a lot about a lot. In the same dimension. Heaven and hell exist in the same dimension. Interesting. I've been baffled, y'all. Mike, you clown. I've been baffled, y'all, with all these megaliths I've been finding. Yeah, I meant pneumonia. Did I say ammonia? Whatever. I meant pneumonia. You thought it was mold? Could have been. That's what they'd say. But dude, that's when I read about things like the Illuminati and how they broke up the soul stones. It's like once in a while it seems as though they do good deeds. That's opinion, Henry. I think Megan's a good person. No, you didn't miss much. A little bit. We always chirping and chatting. It seemed like I had something else in line that I kind of wanted to touch on and talk to you guys about. I'm probably going to do, I was looking into the Atlantean, and you know what else I'm going to do? The Atlantean Conspiracy and the Masonic number 33. I was thinking about the Book of Urantia and how I never really finished my 3-part series on the 3-minute videos. I got one. The Book of Urantia is so fascinating. And how it came to be. So interesting. And it's so in depth. It's got a lot of great lore to it. Yeah, probably so. Because they cannot get it from God. Interesting. They say in the time of the Atlantis, it was the Freemasons split and created Illuminati. Huh, interesting. Oh, nice, Paranormal FFP, or FPV. Nice, brother. Good to see you. Nice, Misty. Yeah, there's a lot of versions of the Bible. I'll have to check it out, Karen Land. Yeah, I've been doing that. I'm going to start doing that. I bought 2 of those 369 manifestation books. So I'm going to start doing that every morning, 3 times, write what I want. All that. Interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then try and start manifesting. I want to try and start working out a little bit more. Try and get a little shape again. Yeah, dude, I feel like it is too. The Frozen Giant on Kane the Dog Trainer's page. I think it's definitely not a Bigfoot. I think he's calling it a Bigfoot, but I think he knows the reality of the situation. I believe that he actually was a giant. I think they stumbled upon a family of red giants or something. They look like they do kind of have red hair, to be honest. They're just covered from head to toe in it. That's weird. They're just covered from head to toe in it. But they do seem to have a red tint to their jive and their hair. Which I found to be kind of interesting. Swear to God, people got sticky fingers or something. Grab my sheet. But, no, guys, to be honest, I've had a long-ass day. I wanted to get on and share that with you. I appreciate you all for stopping by. I'm not going to I didn't plan on this being a super long live. Long-winded like the last couple. And I find, too, that if I keep it short and sweet, I'll probably have a better return on the being monetized and staying that way. It seems when you hang in the lives for too long is when you start fading off of topic, and then you start humoring trolls. So I'm going to try and start kind of not going for 3.5 hours in my lives. Maybe split them up to be in a minute and or an hour and like 40 or 50 or hour and 30. Split them up that way so I can do more frequently. You know what I'm saying? Dana Ziegler. Are you the one I told you were like hot? I don't know. I thought it was somebody else, but I don't know. Yes, dude. Yes, I will be doing that too. And I thought I'm trying to think of more perks to give you guys. I could do like members only chats, stuff like that. Dude, I've heard of Discord. But also I was thinking about doing like a drawing with you guys. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe just shit. I mean, set it up to where I give you guys a call on the phone and we chat it up, dude. Chop it up, shoot the shit a little bit. You know what I mean? Something along those lines. I'm so overwhelmed. Be honest, you guys. You know, if I have to, you know, if you guys aren't satisfied with the membership program, I'll recant it for a little while just to figure things out before I launch it again. You know what I'm saying? But I'm on, really one of the easiest things I could do is just give you guys early access to videos too. Give you guys early access to videos like a day or two before the others get to see it. So, for sure. Giants are gingers because they have no souls. All right, sounds good, Miss Karen Lynn. Yeah. Teaching me something I don't know. 80% of the questions are statements in disguise. Most people are looking for someone to agree with their other 20%. I want that hat, Caesar Leo. What's Caesar Leo's hat? Yeah, no, thank you guys. You guys are awesome. I have the best fan base, you guys. You have been so cool, and it's been really cool. I love it. I've been loving it. Yeah. Sorry, I just read a comment and I said I'd love it. They said, "Oh, I'd love to talk to you." I said, "Yeah, I'd love it too," you know, or whatever. I don't know, but yeah, it's been a long day, guys. I've been grinding all day. I'm gonna get some new content up. I just thought, man, those compilations, I think they're gonna do pretty well. Currently, I kind of had my live. Dude, my live from the other night, by the way, is literally popping the F off about Atlantis. I think I almost have to do the ice wall video because that content is fire. It goes like hotcake. Like, people love it. My live is popping off, but I'm nervous, you guys. Like, I get nervous that, I'll be honest with you guys about it, because, you know, but I get nervous that I share too much. Like, that's another thing I told myself I'm going to stop it doing, is I can't be showing you guys stuff on Google Earth no more. Like, all them beings and the blood out of the mountains and all that conspiracy that I came up with. Like, that's too edgy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it pops me off, but I think I just don't want to risk getting I don't want to risk getting cut, like, right off the program. You know? So, I won't forget to look up Miss Fonate. I don't talk about the cabal either, my friend. I don't cross certain lines and talk on certain things. Illuminati's one to best leave alone. It really is. Always, Caesar, you know. Always, Elijah. Got to. Yeah, actually, I'm probably going to go get my CPL 2 here in the next couple weeks. That's definitely most likely going to happen. I want to do it really this paycheck, but if I don't this one, this next one that I get in mid-July or mid-January, late. They say like the 15th, but then some people, I've read somewhere that it said the 21st and 26th. So when I get that, I'm definitely going to be going and getting the old CPL. Yeah, no, I want to do it right. I'm definitely going to do it proper the way, the legal way. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. I really do. We got an hour and 46 minutes in. That's pretty good. It was an intriguing theory. Like I said, who's to say? Maybe that was the terror weapon in the Book of Enki. Who knows? Like I said, you guys, the more I see all this subliminal messaging or whatever, predictive programming, whatever you want to call it, in the mainstream videos, all that stuff, all the mainstream Hollywood, like, dude, they're totally just doing that to rub it in our face. Thank you, Let's Find Better Days. Thank you so much. And I was going to tell you guys that too. Like, regardless of how edgy my lives get, I haven't got a no way, no how I got monetized. They won't. So, you guys actually donating, it gives incentive to YouTube to keep letting me go live and letting me monetize live, and it gives them incentive to not hit me with any type of, remote ban or whatever if you guys are giving me donations, because they get a cut of that. So they're not going to ban somebody who makes them money. All right, we'll do. Miss at tie-dyed witch. Here, I'm gonna take a picture so I remember, because the names are just, oh shit. Come on. All right, I'll remember that. Okay. Yes, no problem. Thank you guys. It's been fun as always. Yes, great to debate without malice. That's right. I don't blame anyone. What? What did they say? Every content creator say on repeat? That? What? We'll feed their hunger as long as you can keep us with great content. Absolutely. I really appreciate it. Ooh, Caesar Leo. I always don't know why I call it. I'm just going to call you Caesar from now on, bro. Yeah, I thank you, Marie Good. Thank you so much. I wish the YouTube pictures were better, but I can see y'all pretty good. Laura Nicole, it's good to see you. Who was the one? One of y'all girls was Liddy the other night, getting all flirty. It was funny. I'll answer my email. Gang. You guys, dude, I can't lie. I've been bumping the crap out of that song. Put some respect on my name. Birdman, you ever see that interview? Priceless, dude. I love that song. Put some respect on my name. It's awesome. I can't make this up. Yeah, Pied Piper. Proton Males, Night God 87. I can't see your pugs. Massive Zoom call? Or maybe I'll do a group chat thing? Like a legit group chat, like we're live? Yeah, sure. Yeah, exactly, Dylan. It's good. Dude, he did, though. I respected the hell out of him when he did that interview, and he's like, put some respect on my name. When he was doing that interview. I know, they were clowning on him, and he wasn't having it, dude. He was not having it. Old school hip hop shit, not Birdman though. No offense. No, just the song is good. I like it. Yeah, no problem. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Breakfast Club. All three of y'all. Yeah. All three of y'all. Yeah. I'm with that. Love being live. Fact. If gingers don't breed with other gingers. What? Okay. Yeah, that don't surprise me. I think that a lot of that goes on in the rap world. If you ain't with funks, just kick rocks. You got my drawings. Your drawings? You drew some stuff? My lord. Yeah. His phobia of white people? What? That's crazy. I think his nowhere near where he's going yet to, Elijah. Huh. Love from Chicago to my peeps in the chat. Bonate. Louisiana slang, bro. I don't like doing the Vatican either, bro. That's too edgy. I know it is. Yeah, I know it is. It's catchy. I don't know if you can do that. No, I don't talk about that stuff, no. What's the harm? Great live. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Put some respect on my name. Jonathan Kleck will tell you about the... I don't want no Vatican enough. Enough of that. None of that. There's too many conspiracies out there to touch the Vatican. And I noticed the YouTube does not like anything to do with, like, you know, like the Vatican and what they did, for example. They don't really like talking about any type of stuff like it. I seen a big content creator, dude. He just posted a really long video on how he's pissed at YouTube because he's trying to out all these, like, creeps and all this stuff, and it's like, dude, that's just content you stay away from. I watched Cheesehead Joe Gillespie on TikTok and YouTube. All of a sudden he got away from the conspiracies, he got away from Middle Earth and all this fun fantastical stuff he got away from, and he started just outing like celebs on all their stuff on the low, like all the creepy shit. And like clockwork, dude, they will ban you. You're gone. I guarantee it. And like they were bitching about it, like this big profile, a bunch of high profile platforms were kind of calling YouTube out, and you know, and I understand that. I understand what they're trying to do. But I guess my thought process is, who wants, you know, and I get it. It needs to be put out there. I understand that. I understand that sometimes, you know, they'll post these long, elaborate posts about profiling these creeps and they catch them, and sometimes they'll even lead to busts because all the people in the crowd watching these videos will catch things that detectives don't. They lead to, you know, solving cases and stuff. I get that, but they're not monetized most of the time. They hardly push them for the For You page, but some of these guys have 800 to 1,000 to 1,000,000 followers or subs. So when they post, it gets clout. And I don't know. My thought process on it is who wants to go on YouTube and hear about that such negative stuff? And I get it because we do need to make it awareness. I get it, I understand that, but if you just got to know, if you're going to post content like that, you are playing with fire. You're a good chance you're going to get squashed like a bug. I already have enough stress on my heart about my content and being scared that I might get the chop. You know what I mean? Might get the old guillotine. But I don't think I think if you compare me to that, like, I'm way, like, my chances of ever getting banned are remote compared to guys posting stuff like that. And it's just because it's just so nasty and nobody I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it. And it sucks because it's not the way it should be. We should be, in creating awareness, and we are. There is awareness about it. But I think there's just a time and a place, and I don't know. I just don't think platforms are times and places to be doing these setups with these creeps, and it's terrible. I don't know how else to say it, I guess. It's such a touchy subject. It really is. I commend what they're doing, these big creators out here. I understand what they're doing, and I understand why they hate them. I think a lot of society hates them. But there's a fine line. And no, dude, YouTube is the best. YouTube is the best. They are tightening up ship a little more, but I don't know. You just really guys. I'll straight up private shit, then unprivate it, unprivate it, just to kind of take it off the screen for a little while, then throw it back on for a little while, then take it off. It's weird. I know it sounds silly, but I think it helps with the algorithm, and I think it helps me look like I'm trying to somewhat regulate stuff that I think is a little too edgy to YouTube. Because you guys, think about this. You become a 1 million subscriber YouTuber, and you're posting this edgy ass content. You create a lifestyle. You get a lady, you have kids, you have a family, you buy a house, you buy a whip, buy 2 whips. You do a lot with all that. And one day, you post a content that YouTube just had a bad day on a Monday, and they decided, well, I'm sick of his shit. Delete. That's all it takes. You basically are submitting your life to a push of a button. So it's very scary, and I understand why these guys are, these guys rear back a little bit, like Mr. Ballin. He was talking a lot more fantastical stuff in the beginning. He was talking a lot more edgy content in the beginning, but he reared back because he's starting to create this lifestyle. I understand it. I get it because, you're talking everything. You're feeding your kids, y'all. You know what I mean? So it's hard to say, but I think too there's something to be said that once you get at a certain point in a following as well, you're more untouchable, right? So yes, you have to be diversified. And that's why, Misty, absolutely, that's why I'm starting to get into the podcasting. I'm going to start posting all my lives, and I'm going to have at least one device recording it, because there's a lot of money to be made in podcasts, and people are killing the game in them. And I should have been tapped into podcasting every live forever ago. But I was too worried about making immediate money on these platforms. You guys, YouTube is great, but as far as the other platforms go, they pay for shit, So it's I should have been on my podcast recording on the side and doing 2-hour episodes, 3-hour, whatever. It don't matter. No, nobody's untouchable. No, but I'm sorry, but I think Mr. Beast could damn near post anything he wanted at this point, and he's not gonna get booted, bro. You know what I mean? I'm talking that level. You got 4 million subscribers. The uproar that you would create by taking away a Mr. Ballin. So I don't know. There's more. You get more shield as you get bigger, right? What have I missed? Interesting. Follow the call on Bigfoot. What's your reason for doing this, the channel, etc.? I love the stuff. No, I don't. Gray State. Yeah, no. Oh, yeah. No, I don't know Mr. Beast. No. Not like that. What's happening, Jay Cartier? Yes, the clear veteran credit. I seen some people asking if I was a veteran in my lives the other day. Yeah, exactly. I'll check out the North Pole. The Russia's Book of Alien Secrets. Check it out. Yep. Wow, no kidding. I know, isn't it crazy, Monstro? Flying. Yeah, Mr. Ballin is dope, but he's way too clean. Yeah, absolutely. His content's boring. It all of a sudden got very boring. All he does is weird, like murder mysteries and like animal attacks. Like watched a whole video about a shark attack the other day, and an alligator attack. Mr. Ballin, what happened to when you were talking about Kandahar Giant, UFOs, freaking all of the spirituals, the demons, the hauntings? You know. I want to hear about that, dude. I don't want to hear about some stupid, you know what I mean, though? And hey, I'm not trying to hate on Mr. Ballin, but I'm trying to maybe keep him a little honest, dude. Like, he's softened up on a lot on his content, bro. I'm trying not to sell out, dude, like that. I want to stick to it. I want to stay true to it. And trust me, dude, Mr. Ballin was a pioneer. He set me up, bro. Like, Mr. Ballin, it was my role model. But I would love to see him, you know, push the envelope a little bit. No, he is, though. He's definitely served our country. He's a great guy. I love watching his content. That's awesome. Abigail, that's awesome. I guarantee they did. They told him to pump his brakes. Yeah, if you go back and watch some of his original TikToks, awesome. Thank you, Marie Good. I appreciate you. The year of Fatima's prediction. I hope not. Scares me. Did I say sell out? I shouldn't have said sell out. That's terrible. I want to look at the Djinn. I'll look at him. I'll check out the Djinn. Or the Jinn. Ballin is the Men in Black. That's hilarious. Yeah, that's absolutely true. Mr. Ballin has 5 million followers, and it's because people still love a good story. Yes, they do. And see, that's the thing. It's like, maybe he's doing the right thing. Maybe he's not going to lose sleep at night wondering whether this video or that video went too far. Like, I know my Antarctica videos, I worry that I showed you guys all that stuff that I found on Antarctica is pushing it too far. You know? Like the pyramid video I showed you guys. I had that on my shorts, and I took it down. I privated it. I let it get like 25, 30,000 views, and I privated it. Because it's just, I don't know, man. They're touchy about that shit. And it's not worth it. Oh, yeah, I definitely know about Black Goo. Oh, yeah? Probably. Yeah, I know. Ooh, good point, Misty. He probably is to an extent, but not like he's getting it on YouTube. No way. That's why I want to do a podcast. That's why Joe Rogan's smart, the way he did it. And it seems like podcasts are where it's at. No, TikTok's been good with me lately. They've been real lenient with me. I think the Atlanteans were more evil than the Lemurians. But alright, you guys. I love y'all. It's been fun. Got 2 hours in. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. I'm going to head out, go to bed, grub out a little bit, relax, and then get some sleep, start fresh tomorrow. and hopefully I'm going to start researching a little more content. I hope you enjoyed the 7 Archangels of Heaven if you hadn't seen it, and the 7 Demons of Hell, and then the recalibration of the Giant compilation. I think that's going to pop pretty good too for me. I'm pretty excited about that. So, a lot more coming your way. I got some good stuff coming. I want to do the disappearance of Santiago Flight 513 as well. That's a pretty interesting story. So maybe to kind of rear it back on the stuff that's a little too edgy, like the Atlantean conspiracy, the ice wall, they don't like necessarily touching on those conspiracies either. So got to keep it within the realm, got to be smart. So thank you guys so much. I love you all. You guys rock. Night God fam, out. End stream. Bye. Bye. Hope you all enjoyed this podcast. Tune in next time for Nightcap with Night God. I appreciate you all, and have a good night.